Okay, this is the box I just opened. Sticker.
Oh my God.
And everything. Last night was a shot in the arm. Right, so here is the booth update. I got that comic book Blockbuster sealed. Look what I just found. Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Ramsey. It is a Friday morning. We are in my holding storage locker. This is where I get all my storage, auctions, and I throw them in here and then go through them at a later date. A lot of times I'll go through a couple boxes with you guys. I'm already getting dusty, just doing the intro. I'm already getting dusty. It is very dusty in here. So I try to come in here at least once a week to get items to find for my eBay store, usually for the whole week. As you can see, there's just so much stuff all the way up to the brim. Gonna pull a couple boxes out, do it with you on camera. Gonna go back to my other storage locker, my office, and then I'll show you what I'm sold this week. I actually have a new monitor set up I'm doing. Show you that, and any other topics that help people flip items, resell items. So real quick, I know the vinyls are not supposed to be stacked this way. People always comment about it. I'm gonna eventually get the system for it. They haven't been this way this long. Originally, when I got them in the other storage unit, they were already stacked this way, and I have my own process of either throwing them away if they're bad, if they're warped, I mean. If they're not too badly warped, I have a way of flattening them out. If they're sealed and they're warped, I will literally just open them up and see how bad it is. I might keep them for myself or sell them in my booth in Redbeards. Or I'll go sell them in my booth in Family Treasures and Broken Arrow if they're not that bad and people can pull them out and look for themselves. I'll also be going over my Saturday morning sales if I have any, maybe some of my Friday sales. Well, it's time to get to digging. So there's not a ton of light in here, so I'm having to use my phone camera, this light, to do this. Today, I don't think we're gonna have as good as luck as we had last week. Last week I found a Castlevania game, or a box just sitting right there. It was awesome. Let me see if we can get this light on. There's a small light that goes on, but it still sucks. Let's see what we can pull out. Like I said before, this isn't going to be a long storage unit video today. It's just going to be a grab what I can. Life pod. If I find any prices in time for the video, I will put them on there. I'm going to hold that life pod. I need some kind of like stabilizer or wild. Story of Christmas, a little too late for that one. The Slugger's Wife. Thought she was naked for a minute, but she's not. Virgil. I have no idea. I'm trying to find ones that aren't going to be hard to clean. I found that Rambo last week and I put it back in here. I wonder where it went to. So now I know this is the box from last week I never got to go through. The problem is I think that Rambo that I found, I never found the videotape for it. I was in a rush. Let's see if we can find Rambo real quick. It's a good one. Enter the Ninja. That's a good movie. Gonna wait to see if I can find the actual box for it though. Except for the car sound, Street Fighter. Hopefully I'm not missing the matching boxes for this. I cannot find the matching box for that. Or the matching tape. Which would be awesome. Shout. Batman Forever. Might not be in luck today. I remember last week when I found that, I was like, man, I didn't find the tape for that. Couldn't find the tape. I was bummed. I put it back in here to make sure it wasn't switched in boxes, but I'm not sure if you guys can tell me in the last video or whatever it was. I'm not sure if I pulled this Rambo out of here or somewhere else, or unless it's a second copy. But I doubt it because it's the same sticker.
Oh my God.
And everything. I'll go. Let's see. Pippi Longstockings. That's a weird cover. More Pippi. Probably not worth much. Somebody will buy that there. I'm just hoping to find Forrest Gump. Probably worth $3-4 bucks. Not even worth pulling sometimes, but whatever. Take that. Pound puppies. That, I think that could be rare on the tape for it. Look what I just found. Wow. So this is extremely rare. I only have the, oh, wow. So I am the only one online with one of these. Now I have 2 of these. These sell for about 150, 180 or more sometimes. Just because you cannot find any other boxes like this online. The cover, that's awesome. That's a good find. So there's so much stuff to look for. Just my mind goes crazy in here. Got me wanting to pull that whole box out now. The problem is that box is like literally, man, that's crazy. 2 weekends in a row I found something pretty rare. Gotta make sure I test it first. Oh, I want to go. See, another Pound Puppies. Well, this is a different style than I'm used to video-wise. I'm having to hold this in my hand. If you like it, hope it's not too wobbly for you all. Gosh, I want to get in there now. I don't see anything offhand that is rare enough to pull that. And if I pull these, this whole thing will be unstable. So we'll just have to wait for that until we get to another time. It gets so dark in here whenever that stupid, there you go, light kicks off. So we got a stack of VHSs so far. Nothing amazing besides a Dirty Duck that I know of. I could be wrong. Sorry for the wobbly video. Okay, now I'm interested to find other movies that were in here that are similar to that Dirty Duck, because there's a lot of variations of that duck, different series that are just as rare. I'm pulling boxes right now. You can't see on the camera, so I gotta figure this out. Okay, this is the box I just opened. American Ninja 2. Not sure if that is... No mold, that's good ice. Anytime you see old school media, can you see the camera? Media, the brand. You can really tell. That usually tends to be some good money in there. Not much, but something. See if there's a change. No, nothing good there. Nothing in there. Moonlight. Valentino, never heard of it. Old Jurassic Park, holographic action going. I actually have a few of those already listed online. At least one of them listed online. We're not pulling that for now. So we're pretty new into this whole taking you box by box thing. Usually I'll just pull a whole bunch of stuff out and show you what I found that day. So eventually I'm going to be probably going through the same box once or twice with you guys that I haven't pulled. But for now, we have quite a while, probably a year or two worth of not having that problem. These are not even, nothing on top of them. Let's see. I see a lot of things with boxes, which is nice. Flying down to Rio. TV's funniest comedians. Animal Crackers. The Four Marx Brothers. Babysitters Club. My God. I've heard of that in forever. Wow. The whole bottom layer is all just the cases and tapes. So no like real box with it. So not gonna waste my time right now with that. Like I said before, there's where I'm from. Where I'm at, Tulsa. It's sealed, it's not sealed. Gonna pull it though. Sometimes those city ones, those city movies, like anything that has a name on it, a city or smaller city, especially back in the day, Tulsa was pretty small. May find and sell well. If that makes sense, it does not. Some Dean Martin. That looks factory sealed. Okay. Charlie Chaplin, factory sealed. Anything factory sealed, we're pulling. Easy, quick to list for me. Not wasting time. Rainbow Warriors. Remember, guys, if you guys see anything rare that I missed, that you know this rare or whatever, let me know in the comments because I go through so much items that it's hard to eyeball it all. Okay, so I pulled that box. It was right there. Now it's right here. We have a little better view for you all. The crazy girl with the crazy... Oh, the girl with the crazy brother. Okay. Fantastic Four. Ooh. That's nice. Let's see. It is... Gonna need some cleaning. Let's see. If this isn't worth the money to clean it out and pull it apart and clean the whole vinyl, clean the whole tape off, then I'll just throw it away. Keep it for myself, honestly. I just watched the new Fantastic Four on Disney like about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whenever it came on there. It's okay, wasn't bad. What did y'all think about it? If you let me know in the comments, I thought it'd be a little better, honestly, but it wasn't bad. I'm a huge Silver Surfer guy, so I really was hoping they had Silver Surfer, Norn in there. No Norn at all, or a hint of him. This is not factory seal, but looks older, so we're gonna pull it. I try to always look for horror or Inner Sanctum. Thank goodness that was not nude. To edit that out. Dead Silence. Nope. Sounded like a horror movie, wasn't? The Lost Moment. And that could be good. I'll pull it. The Butcher's Wife. Sound like a horror movie as well. I like that. Not really. I did not. Ninja Turtles. Nothing rare I see so far. They're worth at least a little bit of money. Godfather Part 3. What is this? Little House on the Prairie. Not sure if that's worth anything at all, but I know it's popular, so we're pulling it. Avenging Force, Porky's. Those always sell eventually. $1,000,000 to 1. That's funny. I just finished this box. I wouldn't say finished all the way, but went through it real quick. Got a few of them. I was gonna leave, and I just ended up opening another box. Got some decent stuff in here. What's your name again? Nicole Smith. Yeah. Of these, I found Walk on the Clouds, Blockbuster sealed. No, that one's factory sealed. That's Blockbuster sealed. Miami Spice. No idea what that is. But looks kind of rare. May not be. Sealed Reggae Tribute. Sealed Ed. Remember this movie growing up? Ed. Another Blockbuster sealed Roxy, School Ties, Mr. Brendan Fraser. But yeah, I saw a couple like sealed or Blockbuster sealed ones in here, so I thought, yeah, better get it on camera. Okay. We're not going through this whole thing right now, really. We're just going through this little section. Eddie and the Cruisers. Pulling that. Those music VHSs do well. I'm just looking at everything real quick. Andy Kaufman. I'm really trying to eyeball horror, really. And a horror will sell usually so quick. Because we're having a very, very slow week. If you've been watching my shorts, it's been the slowest week I've had in a while. Here's the Crow. I think we're at like... Yesterday we were at $200 for the whole entire week, and that was Thursday, so... Hey everybody, it's a Saturday morning. We're just waking up still. I got all the orders pulled out for the morning, and pretty happy. Ended up being a pretty great Friday night, Saturday morning. Them real quick with you in a minute. Have my beanie on because it is cold outside. It's like 35 degrees, but I got hot. Took my jacket off because I'm running around back and forth trying to get all these items pulled. I expect this busy of a Friday night compared to the whole week. If you see my shorts, it's been a very slow week. I think we were at like almost $300 come Friday, like at 3 or 4 o'clock. So now we're at close to $600 for the week, which isn't amazing, but it's still, thank God for what we have. Let's get into the orders real quick. We have Superstition, Betamax, little horror movie. A little Valentine's Day, little vintage figure that bends and stuff. I don't know if you guys remember those things, but they were really popular back in the day when I was a kid. We have Tecmo Bowl for NES. Nails, VHS, sealed. Yep. These NASCAR ornaments. I've had these NASCAR ornaments for 2+ years now. I had them at good prices, but the market's dropped so many times on them. I just went ahead and took a best offer of $20 because I've had them on for 50, 40. I had them on for $30 almost all Christmas season, and I just said whatever, because people sell these. I've seen items individually go for $5 to $10 each on these, so I don't know why they didn't sell. Here's the best orders of the day. Tommy Rowe Dizzy, sealed. New Groove Homes, sealed. Georgie Fame, sealed. So for anybody who wants a booth update, I have a little antique booth inside of Family Treasures in Broken Arrow, and this was my second month doing it. Right, so here is the booth update. I got that comic book rack finally built last night, and look how awesome it looks. I'm so excited for it. I had a whole box of comics right there. I don't want to put all the comics there at once, so I actually put a couple right there and right there. But yeah, I thought that's a good amount of comics. Already had people come up and look at it, so it's pretty exciting. That's worked so quick. I got these little stands in that can pull some of the vinyls up over here, give it a more nice presence. But yeah, pretty excited for it. So for anybody who's been following me, I have an antique booth inside of Family Treasures in Broken Arrow, and this is my second month being there in December, and I got my check back. I wish I had my check with me, but I'm probably putting the total somewhere. I think I made close to $400, so which is awesome. Probably about, I'd say, $50 to $60 of that is inventory, maybe, because a lot of the stuff was from here, and it's, you know, a lot of it was from my main storage unit, and it was pretty low cost. So I'm just putting the high end, $50, $60. The rent there is $125, so deduct that. But yeah, so I made almost $400 minus the difference. Still awesome. Anytime I can make profit on items that doesn't move on eBay or doesn't move on Mercari, I will definitely put it over there, even with little things. So last night I actually got my comic book rack in stand to build. So I built that last night. I'll put a picture if I have it somewhere. I'm actually gonna go to the booth in a little bit to set it up. So if I bring my camera or remember to, I'll record the finished product. So I have my comics and all that stuff at the bottom of my vinyl rack, and people don't go through it very much. Obviously, it's in the bottom floor of the bottom shelf. And long story short, I've sold a couple of comics here and there, $10, $15 comics, and those add up real quick. So I got a nice display rack to show them all. That way people can grab them, hopefully, grab more of them. But yeah, so that was awesome. This week, hopefully, gets a little better. It's been the slowest week I've had in a long time. Last night was a shot in the arm, so we have a good chance of having a good week. Hopefully, I don't say that every week, because sometimes No, that's not true. Because the last few months I've had pretty good weeks, and I'll have like one bad day. But this week's been like bad day, okay day, bad day, and now decent night. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. It would really, really help if you liked the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. I said I was going to go over my new little screen I got, but I'm actually returning it because I got it to hook up my phone to have like an actual desktop style workspace. And I thought, why am I using this when I can use my big screen? And so I found a way to have my YouTube and stuff on the right of the screen while I'm working, instead of just sitting in silence like a crazy person. My idea was to have this little desktop thing, work on that while I had videos playing in the background, but that phone doesn't have the ability to do it, and it's just way easier for it to have all one area. But yeah, so that was a waste of time yesterday. But I did get a new mouse I'm really excited about. A little ergonomic mouse. It's not really that exciting, but for me, there it is. A little trackball mouse. It's the kinds where you put your hand sideways and you move. Helps my wrist a lot, that's for sure. What else can I go over? I think that's really it. Like I said before, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Take care. Bye.